Okay, this is on the Lebow job, number 54354, installed on 10.5 and 6 by Brett. So they've added a few things and changed a few things from the scope, but replaced the wood floor registers that are wood, and just upstairs, I just wrote them down there. On number 2, I just went off the scope. So my numbers on the scope represent the numbers on my paper. So number 2, she changed her mind on all this, so you don't need to worry about number 2. She's actually the one that crossed that off. Number 3, in the crawl space, there's a 14-inch round pipe and a 16-inch round pipe with dampers, and we need to switch them and run new trunk lines. So this one right here is a 14. The one off the end is a 16. So we will switch them. And where am I here? Okay, so the one off the existing end is a 16. We're going to put a 16 by 14 reducer, and then a 90. And then we're going to reuse the 14-inch pipe that we can. They have 14-inch pipe here, and I also ordered some. And I'm just going to walk over here. So this is the existing. We're going to reuse the existing damper, which is right here. So you can put the damper right off the end there, and then put the 90 and come through here. We're getting rid of these boxes and using Ys instead. So from there, 14 to a 12/8Y, and then you can actually put these Ys together if you want, or use a little piece of 12-inch from over here if you need some more. But then I have a 12/8/8Y, so there's 3 8s coming off of this box that you're going to reconnect. The scope says use 90s on the main trunks when you turn. So this one, we are going to make this a 16, and reuse the damper, vice versa. But yeah, we're going to upsize this to the 16-inch and run 16-inch flex. I don't know if it'll fit in the joist space. It's kind of dumb how they did this anyway, but if it were me, I would probably just strap it underneath and get better airflow. Anyway, I ordered you this to tap in to the duct. And then I ordered you some 90s, 16-inch 90s. Make sure you get the damper in there. And then they did the same thing here. Well, except they went to 12-inch, but they went to a box here. And on that box, they just tied in all the flexes. So we're just going to, I ordered you just some scraps of flex if you need to extend, and some pipe for couplings and stuff. But we'll just do as that shows, and hook up all the existings on wires. This light is on a timer or on a motion, so you gotta move every couple minutes. So we're gonna walk in front of this door here. I don't know why it's not sensing me this time. Okay, I'll walk right up to it then. There it goes. There's a light switch right there and a door. And there's a motion detector on that switch. Anyway, so yeah, you can just get them all as straight as you can and as close as you can. But I gave you 25 feet of 16-inch. You're going to come this way and then just put your wires accordingly with the best airflow as you can. Obviously this one's going to be first and it's going to come this way, and then you know the drill. Okay. Number 5, use 90s as needed. Number 6, replace 16-inch with 20-inch. Oh, that's a return. Okay. So on this return air, we've got a 16-inch 90 return air right here. So we're going to take this off and we're going to put a 20-inch. And it's going to be tight? Yes, it will be. And then I gave you 5 feet of 20-inch pipe to go that way. And then we're going to put a 20 by 12 by 16 inch Y. And we're going to hook up the existing 16-inch flex on the end. Off of this 12-inch, this kind of changed from the scope. I have to show you, but we're going to add a return air in to the fireplace room upstairs. But instead, the scope says mounted on the left of the fireplace, but she doesn't want it there. So instead, we're going to take 12-inch out of here and run it over to this wall. And paper here. So on this wall, I made you a box. Oh, it's up here. A 30 by 12 box with 12-inch round. And so we're going to put our flex into there, and that's to get both joist spaces. So on the other side of this wall, go over there. I'm guessing it's where those these wires go up. You can see the outlet. So from there, we're going to pan this wall from floor to ceiling, and you're going to cut out the floor as much as you can. It's a 2x6 walls, but just be very careful. I wouldn't cut to the edge, of course, just cut a good hole in the center of it so you don't cut through any floors. But up above, I'll show you where they want a 30 by 8 flat grill above the baseboard behind the shelf. Okay. And go to the right. Okay. So, that's my panning to go up the wall, and my box. And I should have wrote a 30 by 8 flat grill somewhere, but well, anyway, it's there somewhere. I just can't made it fast enough. Okay, so that's, well, actually they added something down here. They added, we're gonna switch out this humidifier and change it to a steam humidifier. So I gave you a patch to patch this. Also a patch to patch that 8x8. This is like a 14 by 16 patch. There goes my light again. There it goes. And oh yeah, so I disconnected this water and ran it for at least a minute and it never got warm. So I'm guessing this is cold water. I traced it out, but it goes to white pipe everywhere. So it comes out 3/8 and then a 1/4 inch. So I'm giving you a 1/4 inch compression coupling to hook onto this water. Because I'm guessing you're going to mount the new unit over here somewhere. The drain will drain into this condensate pump. And I'm going to make a plate that you can mount somewhere. I don't know if you'll need to dig the condensate pump down, or probably not. You can probably mount this somewhere. I'm just not sure exactly where. But, you know, we have to have slope up to our things, so it's going to have to be low. And you know, the drain's going to have to slope to the pump. So I'm thinking I'll make a piece of metal that you can screw in somewhere and then screw into the back of it. Maybe use an angle to stiffen it up or something. You can even take this wood and cut this wood that's holding the drain pan and use it if wanted, probably. But you know, we want our tube as low as we can get it. I mean, even if you mount it right here, and I don't know, you have to get it here and see where you can mount it and drain and have slope up. If you don't have slope, then we may have to get a kit for it, but I think we can probably get it low enough to get slope. Okay, let's see. The power, she was talking to Lance, and she called her electrician, so I'm guessing that's going to be done by the electrician. Okay, that's it down here. Okay, everything else is in the furnace room in the garage. So, let's go out the door. Go in the house. Make sure you have drop cloths and take your shoes off. Seal all the duct really well. And the registers replacing, the wood registers, she said she wants to keep every one of them in case she wants to reuse them, so don't throw them away. Okay. Yeah. Set my shoes by the door. Okay, so this is the room that we're going to add that return air in. There's a front door, and we're going to add it behind this shelf, right above the baseboard there. She wants it hidden as much as we can do it. You can see where the electrical is on this side. So that'll give you a point of reference. And you're going to have to cut out the wood from the underneath, of course, because we're not cutting out the baseboard. Oh, I probably need to give you a header, duckboard header for the top. So I will do that. Okay. Okay, in the TV room here, the scope says that we are going to upsize this to an 8-inch, and we're going to add an 8-inch return over here above the door. This is already 8-inch, but we're going to redo it in the attic so it gets more air. Otherwise, we're going to add a 8-inch round. I think it's a 10 by 10 flat is what I wrote down above the door there. This isn't on the scope, but while you're up there, they have flexes going to boxes, which have other runs coming off. Some go to Ys, but this one going to the master bedroom comes over here and it does something weird. What's it do? Oh, it goes to the box, and I just saw one side of the box was off. I pushed the insulation back on, but it needs re-zip tied. And then it goes down here to a 6 by 6 Y off a 6-inch. But yeah, the one to this Y, first Y, was disconnected on that 6-inch, feeding this 6-inch Y for the bathroom and bedroom. Okay. Gonna replace the stat with whatever Lance ordered. I don't remember where I put my living paper. Where did I put my paper? There it is. Let's go into the garage. In the garage there is another system. And the ductwork is in the attic. I'll just open the door so you can see it. But in here there's another system. Supply and return just go up there. So in this one, on that return, we're just going to run an 8-inch off this return air drop over. But let's see, yeah, that'll be it. So off the return air drop, 8-inch flex to a 10 by 10 flat with the 8-inch can, 8-inch round. So the existing is already 8-inch in that room, but add a 14 by 8 by 14 Y after the damper and connect the existing 8-inch to it. I'll show you where that is. Shoot, where did I put my light? Oh, I left my light in my crawl space. Gosh darn it. Well, up here, this duct right here is that 8-inch. It actually goes down right down there. And what it does is it loops all the way around a circle and it ties into a box over here, fed by a 14-inch round off the top of the plenum with the damper. So, unfortunately, we can't see without my light, but it's just right there. You're going to take that right after the damper. You're going to put a 14-8, 14Y, and Y back in this 8-inch flex pipe, and patch the existing where it's tapped off on that box. And just get it, you know, so it gets as much air as you can get. Okay, what else? Oh, so you're gonna, in this furnace room right here, you're gonna install a floor freeze detector and water detector. I'm not sure what it looks like, but she says, well, if we can get it over here, that would be best. But, you know, I'm guessing you probably want it by the drain. I'm not sure, but that's what she said. We'll go from there.